electricity in the air tonight. These players are made for moments like this. Spectacular! Oh, what a shot! Are you ready to turn?
It's the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Orlando is down to one of the Wagner boys. Franz is out. Mo is ready to go. It's going to take a magic act in Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got Giannis, of course, and the Bucks went to Vegas last year. A win tonight will send them back. It's the knockout round on TNT. Las Vegas awaits tonight's winners, the Magic and Bucks, followed by the Mavs and the Thunder. It's TNT NBA tip-off presented by CarMax. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley.
Yes, sir.
You're not Sir Charles anymore?
Yeah, no. Yo, why are you sweating, dude?
I'm never sweating.
You all right up there, over there?
What's
still raining out.
What does snitches get?
Stitches.
Thank you, please.
Always snitching. Be quiet.
By the way, everybody's got you've got that cup all the time. I got the tea in this big one. Right? You got the traditional.
Yep.
Chuckster, what
is that?
The Golden Girls.
Ah.
You know, I just got onto the internet. I'm on social media, and I find myself flicking around.
Oh, whoa.
And man, the Golden Girls are hilarious.
So you're watching Golden Girls episodes?
No, just
clips?
like the clips.
Clips.
And they are hilarious. I'd never watched that show before.
So have you sat and watched an entire one on
I have not.
TV? Oh, wow.
I think they have.
And the girls here, Britt and the makeup girls got me this, so this is gonna be my new mug.
I think they have.
I got to go back and find the Golden Girls,
But
man.
I think they have one of the top 5 songs that enter. they have to have one of the top 5 songs to enter a show.
Oh, you know.
Their show song. Their show song.
Nope.
Yeah.
So thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. That's got to be top 5.
Top 10, not top.
I got to find out where to get the full episodes.
It's called TV.
Yeah. TK offers it could be on Hallmark, although I don't.
No. It's actually.
I know where you go.
I believe it.
Where?
OnlyFans. Just go. Backslash
All right.
Golden Girls.
You always got me in trouble. You always got me in trouble last
Sometimes the discussion
Get
goes
what
just
you
a
want,
little
that
bit too far.
OnlyFans
You gonna get
backslash
some
Golden Girls.
on that site. It'll be golden, all right.
Yes, sir.
Let me get us into business here.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
basketball. And learn. You may learn something here.
Yeah.
The word oblique has several meanings, but for our purposes, we'll use this one. Not straightforward or direct, evasive. So I will not be oblique in saying Orlando's in trouble tonight. The Magic's 2 leading scorers are both out with the same injury, torn obliques.
Wow.
The group of abdominal muscles that allow you to bend and rotate. So can the Magic, who play some of the best D in the league, find a way to beat the Bucks on the road and make their way to Vegas? We check in with Jared Greenberg at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. How about you, Jared?
I was just on YouTube. Sorry, Ernie. I was a little preoccupied looking up Happy Days, old days clips of here in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're right. They'll need a magic act tonight, no question about it. Much like they got on Sunday when the Magic are playing without basically 50% of their offense right now without Banchero and Franz Wagner. You mentioned Banchero tore his oblique about 5 games into the season. Franz Wagner went down with that exact same injury last week against Philadelphia after it looked like he was putting together an all-star season. It's a rare and freak injury, and they really can't identify where or how it happened. In fact, I learned that the team pulled several examples of clips against the Sixers where they saw Franz take significant contact. They showed it to him, and in every example, Franz told the team that he doesn't remember being hurt, even though he grabbed his side on that one particular play. Keep in mind, he actually finished the game against Philadelphia. Now, at this time, I've been told that the medical staff of the Magic are evaluating how to proceed with treatment with Wagner, but the biggest thing that is being stressed about an oblique injury is that every person responds differently to it. It's mostly a baseball injury. You don't hear it too often in the NBA, and now we've got 2 guys, the best 2 players in the Magic, out with it. At this time, neither Wagner nor Banchero are going to be treated with surgery. I've been told that Banchero is progressing nicely, currently doing some stationary on-court work. Listen, if he responds well, maybe, just maybe, he can be back around Christmas. But there's a big but here. You can't mess this up with an oblique injury. You get a second one, it's a significant setback, and he'd miss even more time. So they will continue to move slowly with both Banchero and Wagner to get them back on the court. It requires several rounds of imaging and re-imaging to make sure that the oblique is okay. Now, on to a much brighter note here, Ernie, and this one I think is going to hit right home to you. It's a homecoming of sorts for the head coach of the Orlando Magic. Here are the mean streets. Magic coach Jamal Mosley grew up on 35th and Cherry, just about 3 miles here from Pfizer Forum. Mosley had 2 different stints living in Milwaukee, and most of his family still lives here. Tonight, in fact, he'll have 25 family members in attendance as Mosley tries to earn his first win here in Milwaukee as the head coach of the Magic, EJ.
The mean streets. Thank you very much, Jared. Appreciate that very much. In fact, that Orlando team, since they opened the doors of Pfizer Forum, they're just 1-9 are the Magic when they play on the road at Milwaukee. CarMax never settle. You're going to see the 4 teams you see tonight on our air are on this list. Best records in basically the past month or so as we sit on December 10th. But Orlando 12-3, Dallas, Milwaukee, Boston, and Oklahoma City. And only Boston out of the running for a trip to Vegas here in the NBA Cup. So, Shaq, here's my question. Without using the term next man up, how does Orlando hang with Milwaukee tonight?
They just have to take advantage of their opportunities. Like, a lot of guys are going to be getting more minutes than they usually see. The term I'm not allowed to use, you have to have that mentality. You have to go play well. If Milwaukee plays down to their opponent, Orlando has a chance to win. But a lot of guys, listen, Chuck says this all the time. We all can play in the NBA, but a lot of guys are just caught in certain circumstances. But now your 2 guys are not here. I get a chance to shine.
Yeah, this is opportunity.
This is opportunity. So, hey, you just got to go out and play and put up big numbers.
It's not a good opportunity.
But it is opportunity.
It is. You know, it's like Shaq said something interesting. If Milwaukee just plays, they're going to blow this team out. You just can't replace 2 all-stars. Like, yeah, you got 2 guys sitting on the bench, but they're not all-stars. So, yeah, that mentality, you can have the next man up for normal guys, like, but you cannot go out without Banchero and Wagner, because those guys were both, Jared said, he's having an all-star year, and that other guy is an all-star. But Milwaukee, they're playing better. So if they play like they're supposed to, this should be an easy game. Because because Orlando can't score enough points. You just can't get 40 points. They put 2 more guys in there and get 40 points.
But they do play very good defense. They've got the number 3 ranking in the NBA defensively, fewest points allowed per game. How do you keep this game in that kind of a range where you got a chance?
Well, interestingly enough, Ernie, you can do it for a short stint. You can't do it maybe over 10 games, 12 games. But 2 ways to do it. One, most people would think, oh, you have to play better defense. I think you also have to slow your offense down. So you want to have less possessions and have Milwaukee has less possessions and make it a shorter possession game. So you're going to shoot later in your shot clock. But sometimes, Ernie, there are guys on your bench who they aren't all-stars, but they're all-star scorers.
They can give you 20.
They can give you 20, 25. And we found that out in Brooklyn with Cam
Johnson.
Cam Johnson, like a guy who was on that bench, and you go, wait, he is a professional scorer. He may not can do all the other things that Banchero and Wagner could do, but he could actually score the basketball. So you shorten the game by not just playing great defense, but not taking quick shots. So you have less possessions. Let's do 80 possessions in a game instead of 100. And let's see if we can stay closer, because the more possessions you give Dame Lillard and the more possessions you give Giannis Antetokounmpo, you're going to lose the game.
And they already play at the 6th slowest pace in the NBA, so even
slower.
Yeah, even slower than that.
See, Ernest, Kenny had a great point there.
You're being very complimentary tonight. Shaq made a great point.
These guys
that's very nice.
I don't want to just say stuff opposite. I'm going to give them credit. See, a lot of times, that's why, when people throw all these analytical things out there, you can make the numbers say what you want to. Mm-hmm. You're like, man, they're great defensively. Well, they're great defensively because they're limiting possessions. They got to do it even more tonight. But one of the reasons they're great defensively, they limit possessions. So Kenny had a great point there. Just the stats can be manipulated to like, man, they're great defensively. But I'm like, no, they're not great. I mean, they are great defense, but I'm saying a lot of teams you think they're great defense.
Yeah, they just slowed, especially at the college game.
But the defensive rating does take that into consideration, number of possessions. So being a number 3 defense.
But that's because they're playing at the slowest pace.
But I'm playing less possessions.
That's part of.
I understand that, but I'm saying, but that number, you can make the numbers work, Ernie.
You don't know about analytics.
Another thing to watch for: most blocks in the NBA, the Magic 178, fewest shots blocked. The Bucks at 93. It's going to take a special set of circumstances.
Those block shots with those 2 guys who ain't there?
Yeah. Well, Banchero played five games. Milwaukee, meantime, Giannis and Dame, highest scoring duo in the league, about 58 points a game. And in the season Giannis is putting together, Shaq, this would be his 3rd straight season of 30, 10, and 5. Ooh. And all you've got. You have 2 guys who did that twice, Big O and Wilt. And he's trying to do it 3 years in a row.
Sometimes, Ernie, even if you're a great player, sometimes you have to be brought back down to reality. And they started off slow. And, Chuck made a great point. They're playing well. He knows what he has to do. He has one championship. Of course, he wants another one. It's his job and his responsibility, not Doc Rivers. It's his job and Dame's job to get the guys on track, playing well, and they've been doing that. Great player right there. But do they have enough to win the championship? I say no.
32, 12, and 6 is what he's averaging, and he's only shot 15 threes, Chucks.
Well, that's because he shouldn't be shooting threes.
I know, but see, I'm thinking that's been one of the things that you've looked at before is stop shooting the 3, and he's only taken 15 3-pointers, and they've played, 23 games?
Yeah, first of all, I love that. I love this kid. I love everything about him, but they got to get more athletic on the perimeter. They have 2 guys who are athletic, and then that's it. And you're not going to beat Boston. You're not going to beat the Knicks. You're not going to beat the Orlando Magic when they're healthy with just one athletic guy. Dame's a great player, but he's not a really athletic guy. They got one guy who's athletic. And the way the game is played, your wing defenders have to be terrific, and they don't have it. And that's one of the reasons, they're not a contender. Shaq is 100% correct. They got 2 guys who are terrific, but, man, they just unathletic, in my opinion, and they're not a contender.
Well, I would disagree. At the start of the season, everyone was, calling phones and saying, hey, how do we get Giannis? Because he's probably going to be a 2-8 start. And I didn't believe in that. I just thought that, with Middleton being out, Dame being a veteran, Giannis being a veteran, it would take time to kind of get into the season and we're really here. They're really here now. And so this is the 12, I think it was, you said 11-3 or 12-3 during this, whatever this month of November was. That's who, 10 games. That is who they are. This is the team who they are, and this is the team who you're going to have to beat come playoff time. They will be a top 4 seed when it's done. Can they beat
Boston and the Knicks?
They will be a top 4 seed, so they will be playing in the conference finals.
No. Shaq is 100%.
Yes, I think they could.
I'm not even sure.
But I would say the Knicks are favored, but I'm
not sure they can beat Cleveland.
Much favored by.
I don't think they can beat Cleveland. And if Orlando's healthy, they can't beat Orlando in a 7-game series, in my opinion.
Okay.
Both of these teams have won 8 of their last 10 as they go at it tonight for a shot in Las Vegas and the NBA Cup semifinals. We're going to be there in Vegas on Saturday, by the way. And
I can smell that blackjack table.
And you know what?
Ooh, it smells like money, Shaq.
Oh yeah, their money or your money?
One of our
we don't know yet.
Hey,
to be determined.
One of our segments. We're going to have Stephen A. Smith join us for one of our segments there because we have an hour-long pregame show.
So, he got all that damn money now, Stephen A.
Tim Kiley's saying duel in the dust. How about, Stephen A. played at Winston-Salem State University.
Compliments to my brother Vince.
How about a free throw shooting contest? Which of you guys would like to go up against Stephen A.
Kenny's the only one's a good free throw shooter.
No, listen. First of all, here's how Tim Kiley's he's poking a bear. And firstly, the lethal shooter. One of the greatest teachers in shooting was teaching Stephen A. how to shoot. Mm-hmm. And so, I made a comment under it about having a contest, TNT versus the ESPN.
So you're going to accept the challenge?
Yeah, accept the challenge.
You're the only.
I'm a coach. Free throws, come on, me beating Stephen A. I would get Shaq to shoot better free throws than Stephen A.
Come on, man.
I could get you to shoot better free throws than him.
I want you to embarrass him.
No, man. I beat the world.
Hold on, Kenny.
Kenny.
I'm not a
Are you
saying You're too good to go against Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, I am.
All right,
Come on. Like, y'all seen who I beat on this show. Yeah, y'all seen the people I came with.
No,
You've seen the people that come on this show that
accept
I
the challenge.
I just want you to repeat it.
I bet he could.
No, I just want you to repeat again.
I'm too good.
Okay.
I'm too good for that.
Stephen A.
I'm
I'm not here for Stephen A. slander.
I'm a heavyweight.
That dude just got all that money, Stephen A. I need some money.
I'm a heavyweight.
Congrats, brother.
He's a middleweight, flyweight.
You know,
Oh, he's a
heavyweight. I'm heavyweight.
Oh, man, you
When it
can't
comes
be
to shooting.
insulting Stephen A.
Chuck, would you do it?
I shoot Stephen A. against a free. I'm not a good.
No, but Shaq.
No,
When we shoot during the break, how well you be shooting the
first
free
of all,
throw?
Stephen A. is not big enough for me. I decline. What I'm proposing,
Bigger in what way?
just bigger in stature, bigger in life. So anyway, he should
What
kill
about
him.
Because he shoot
Hold
better
on.
than you. That's what I'm asking you.
What I propose is 4-on-4. Stack 5, Matt Barnes, Kendrick Perkins, somebody else against us 4.
In a what?
In a 1 game to 12.
Oh, no.
Oh my God!
Why not?
You got
Better get them damn AEDs ready. We're gonna need some doctors, some Sorbine Jr., some Flexol. We need it all.
I got 2 hamstrings that both voted no to that.
Hey, I'm
idea.
gonna put Malloy in there, put an AI face on me, my son on there.
Well, if that happens, I got
Go
Perk.
against him, and if you beat
Shaq,
him, then I'll do it.
If I beat him,
Shaq,
If you go against him, if you do it, then I'll
Shaq,
do it.
I'll guard Perk.
Wait, how about this? If I make 5 out of 5 right or during an outbreak, then you go do it.
You embarrass him first.
No, I do 5.
No.
Shaq, I'm not gonna miss free throws. Come on, man.
And that's what Stephen A. said. So accept the challenge.
This was before the show. We put a little Lake Street Dive on there.
Ernie, that was nice. Lake Street
Street
Dive.
Dive is awesome, and Shaq was loving it. Shaq,
You
you like it? You like it, Shaq?
I look like my boy
good
Mo
vibe on
Wagner. The Wagner boys.
band
I
right there.
forgot
He coaching you to 9 out of 10
No,
during
man.
the breaks.
No.
Somebody's going to shoot against Stephen A. Smith in Vegas on Saturday.
Come on, man. I have a handicap.
determined.
I need a handicap if y'all want me to do it.
Y'all want to do that 4-on-4?
You should.
TNT NBA Tip-Off is brought to you by CarMax, the way car buying should be.
It is the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup, and we have a new way for you to watch. The NBA 2K25 datacast going to be on True TV and Max. I'm here with the fellas. What are we looking forward to tonight?
Dallas's world-class offense. Can they score against the best defense in the NBA at Oklahoma City?
Luka.
Styles upon styles, an amazing guard play in that same game. You got Luka, who's going to flirt with a triple-double. You got SGA, who's going to average 30, probably without taking many threes. And then you got Kyrie, one of the greatest handles that the game has seen.
And these teams don't like each other, Vince.
And since you guys have talked about it, I'm going to go to the other side. Can Giannis dominate and take care of business to get the Magic out of there? I feel like they're going to hang around, but Giannis has to do his thing.
They have looked like a different team in the NBA Cup. We're going to have a conversation live with Karl Anthony Towns. We're giving out some locker codes. Join us on True TV and Max, NBA 2K25 datacast.
All right, Adam. Shaq and Stephen A. in a free throw contest.
Oh, man. No, I'm telling you, Shaq is really good in here. I can get him. I can get you to make just like
I've seen you coaching him before.
You beat him, then I'll do it.
Dude, if I make the shot from here.
All right, deal. Deal.
All right, hold on.
No. Take your coat off. No.
I can't take my coat off?
No bet.
My feet are under.
No bet.
I'm going to.
Hey, you said from here, sit down.
In all this time,
Okay.
why don't you go to the line?
No.
If you hit 5 out of 5,
That's too easy.
No, right here.
if you hit 5 out of 5, then he has to shoot.
Ernie,
Get this shot right here.
If
Don't
you
take
hit
it.
5 out
I
of 5,
can't take my jacket.
No,
He
bet.
knows I can make this.
You ain't gonna
He
make it.
won't even let me take my coat off.
Make 5 out of 5, Kenny.
You ain't gonna make
He
it.
won't let me take my coat off.
You're a grown-ass
if he
man.
hits
You can
5
take
out of
your
5,
coat
will you
off.
shoot
No,
against
but he
Stephen A?
won't do it. He
That's
won't
too
do
easy,
it. He won't do it. He knows. He see me make this.
I don't think you can make 5 in a row.
Dude, he see me make it sit down.
We're
But I
not
can't
living in the
shoot
past.
it down.
You can't make 5
So
in
are
a
you
row.
going to do this shot or not?
No. Go to the free throw line and make 5 out of 5, man.
Bro, why you gotta take that tight ass jacket off?
It's Euro style.
Euro. You're a little more like J.C. Panay.
One. You gonna make it, right? You gonna go, right?
You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. Oh! You ain't gonna make it. So there you go. You shoot, and then if you beat him, then
So
I'll
now
shoot.
you get to shoot against Stephen A.
Yes. See?
See, that worked out perfectly.
I don't like the slander y'all got going on Stephen A. You said Stephen A's a lightweight compared to you.
You know.
All right, so why don't you shoot against him?
Everybody knows in the studio they got to beat people to get to me. Even guys in the studio challenge.
Me too.
They got to beat people to get to me. You know what?
Oh, Bob, you hear that?
From NYC and backing down from a challenge?
You from Ken NY?
Ken NY.
You always said you were Ken NY.
You know that NY stands for I don't know you.
You know what I feel like? I feel like if I'm like
not a
Jake
shooter.
Paul, if I beat Mike Tyson, then they're gonna say,
Listen,
he was old.
of course y'all can beat me. I'm not a shooter.
No, he can't beat you.
I am a prolific MF scorer.
Ernie, why don't you shoot against him?
Yeah,
You guys
Ernie.
are the players.
No, that's
You
even
guys are the
better.
players.
But he wasn't a player.
no.
He played at college.
You played at
I
college
played
too.
baseball in college. I didn't play basketball
You played
in
more
college.
minutes in
There you go.
baseball than my man.
Ernie was a walk-on in college. He walked on and
Barnes,
told him to
Kendrick
walk
Perkins,
off.
3 on 3. That's what I want.
Walked on as a freshman, was told to
Stephen,
walk
I'm
off
gonna
as a
find
sophomore.
somebody for you, Stephen.
There you go.
Well, why don't you take the challenge to New York?
Scared,
Come on,
man.
Y'all both
Scared.
from New York, right?
Well, I can just hear Stephen A. right now. Kenny Smith ducking me.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
ducking you.
let's take a trip to the vault. Hey, vault.
I'd have made that too if I was standing there.
And now the end is near, so I face my final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear.
Sing that thing.
I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived of life that's full.
Life is full.
That guy gonna be there this year.
Sing it. Every highway, but more. You're gonna drive to Phoenix? More than this, I did it my way.
Our old buddies Mark and the Martinis out there in Vegas
sound
several
like
years
Chuck
ago.
Dude, you're a hater. I know that I'm arguably the greatest living karaoke singer ever.
You sound like
living.
Stank Sinatra.
Arguably, yes. Make every moment more with an assist from FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. FanDuel is dishing out exclusive offers to all customers for tonight's action.
What's wrong?
Scan the QR code to check your FanDuel account.
I'm tired of betting on
See
these
what you got.
bums.
All right, same game Barclay.
Come on, man.
Show his record.
No, we're not going to show his record, but he's still looking for win #1. Obviously.
Jeez.
Come on, man. Luka, you can't get me a double-double. Shea, you can't get me 25 points. Jalen Wynn, you can't get me 6 rebounds. And Kyrie, you can't get me 20 points. How about Kenny?
No,
That looks like a good solid
Come on,
bet to me,
man.
The
Chuckster.
toughest to rebound.
Who?
6.
6 rebounds?
Yeah, you got to go get those.
Dude, 6 rebounds fall to you during a game.
He averages 6 rebounds.
Yeah, it's 6. You know,
He should be averaging more rebounds, too.
No, not from his position.
Yeah, no shit.
He's a wing.
He's playing great. Leave him
Oh, my God. They all playing great, but you got to get more than 6
No,
rebounds.
not if you're a wing.
Come on, stop it.
Straight ahead, the winner goes to Vegas. The Magic and the Bucks, Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, Jared Greenberg have it covered.
Come on.
That was Ernie's career, Spencer Jack Murray.
It wasn't that long, believe me. The winner of this game goes to Las Vegas for the semifinals of the NBA Cup. And Giannis with a first-half exclamation point as Milwaukee has had a fight on its hands and leads just by 1, 60-59 over the Magic, playing without their top 2 scorers. Welcome, everybody. American Express Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
You don't know about that song, Ernie?
Kenny the Jet Smith.
Freaks come out at night.
And
Friends, how many of us have them?
And Charles Barkley.
Got a big mouth.
Well, Giannis started heating up there, Chuck.
Yeah.
He had 20 points in the first half. But
Coach Van Gundy said it, man. When he coming downhill, there's no better player in the world coming downhill. When he gets ahead of steam, he's coming. He's going. It's fun to watch. He plays so hard, too. Look at that.
League's leading scorer with 32. a night. Had 11 in the first quarter, had another 9 in the second. And the feed from Dame Lillard, who's number 10 in the league in both scoring and assists. Let's take a look at the American Express teammates from the first half. But here's the story. Look, you got no Paulo Banchero, you got no Franz Wagner, but you do have 9 players on the Magic who scored in the first half. Double figures for Anthony Black with 10, and Mo Wagner, who did not miss and has 13, check.
Believe it or not, Ernie, out of the brother, Mo Wagner is my favorite brother. I just love the way he plays. Remind me of a guy I played with, Jeff Turner. He's a great role player. He's not going to do too much, right here. He's just waiting for the play. Right here, just take advantage of the opportunity. You're probably one of the go-to guys tonight. You come off the bench with great energy. Right here, I'm looking for a play. Nothing's there. And he said, you know what? I'm going to do what I do, take it aggressive, play hard, and see what happens. Right here, sets a pick. Right there, roll like most big guys should always do. High percentage shot. I think this is why he's 6 for 6. I love his energy. I love the way he plays, and he's the favorite of Zavak and the boys. He's my favorite.
We wondered before this game how Orlando would stay close with Milwaukee, playing on the road. They are sub 500 on the road. They are 10-0 at home, by the way, without those 2 big scorers. And they've led by as many as 10 in this first half. How have they done it?
Well, you can't sit on the Orlando Magic bench and say you're not ready to play. Because Coach Mosley's playing everyone. Shout out to Anthony Parker, general manager, correct?
Yep. Candace's brother.
Yep. Done a great job of, just assembling young talent. That's going to be difficult sometimes because all those guys deserve playing time. So, he got me.
Yes, he did. He did.
I did not think he was going today. I was so caught up in the analysis that I actually did not. Oh, he didn't broke the screen.
Oh, damn, sorry.
He broke the screen. Let's see if it works. We'll see if it works.
American Halftime Express report. There you go.
Yeah, it's America. Well, we'll see if it works. No.
Roll with it, Kenny. You can do it.
You got it. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I had this type of TV growing up, so I can definitely do it. I had to slide over, but if you're playing with the Orlando Magic, you have to have, one, the ability to penetrate the gaps. And this is what does. Freeze it here. Now they make the extra pass, and you see everyone's involved, and everyone is in attack mode. They have 5 guys in attack mode, guys who are scorers of the NBA. Hit it again, Shaq. Sometimes that's when it gets back. Nope, it won't work. But again, here's Cole Anthony. Here's Wagner for the drive. You're going to break the whole screen. No, don't hit it like that, Shaq. But I'll tell you, no, Shaq, don't do that. Oh, my God, I'm getting away from this guy, man. I'm gone. But they have 9 guys that played in the first half. And everybody, you got to be ready to play, but they all attack. They're not coming in a game and saying, oh, I'm just going to be a ball mover. I'm trying to tap the
But you see the weakness of the Milwaukee Bucks. They can't keep anybody in front of them. Everybody, first of all, shout out to Parker and Mosley, man, because everybody on that Magic team plays hard. But they're so confident against the Bucks. You can see whoever gets the ball think they can score every time. And just give them credit, man. But the Bucks, they got to find a way to get more athletic on the perimeter because they can't guard anybody.
I like the fact that Orlando's pushing the ball because, to your point, Chuck, Milwaukee is terrible in transition defense.
And Orlando, you're shorthanded, but you got to do what you do well. One of the things they do, they force turnovers. They're number 2 in the league in points off turnovers. They used that to their advantage early when they built that 10-point lead, and it's a 1-point game with 24 to play.
That's why you can't have nice things around here.
This is
come on, man. You breaking stuff.
Yeah.
We can't have nothing nice with you around here, Shrek.
At least you didn't blame me for it.
That's why we don't race. That's how. No more racing to the boards for you.
60 to 59 is your halftime
That's a $2 million TV, man.
We ain't broke.
The American Express Halftime Report is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express.
Back here inside Studio J in Atlanta.
Yeah. Tell them Spencer Rex. Yeah.
We're just wondering if it's just going to be as simple as a reboot or if we're going to have.
No, it's not going to be simple.
My man Eric got it. Eric and Kevin got it.
There you go.
Mouth where your chest is, your chest where your mouth
Do
is.
some damage, big fella. Already know that the Bucks are going to be in Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinals. Oklahoma City trying to punch their ticket. Got a good one going on against the Dallas Mavericks, 57-54, 18 in the first half for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. American Express halftime report. Studio J here in Atlanta, Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny the Jet, Sir Charles. You know, Chuckster, there's a lot to like about this OKC team, 18-5. But of all the numbers I look at, one of the most impressive on there is they force the most turnovers in the league and commit the fewest. And that's a pretty good recipe for winning. And, man, did we see that in the first half of this game.
This team is impressive. Give Sam Presti some credit, man. They went out and addressed their weaknesses, too, with Hartenstein and Caruso. But they're great defensively. They take care of the ball. You know, a lot of teams, they don't understand. I always say the two most important stats are rebounding and turnovers. This team, to me, their only weakness used to be rebounding, but you brought this big man in right now. And it's going to be interesting when Chet Holmgren comes back, because they're going to be able to beat you multiple ways. They can go big, they can go small, because when they put Chet out there with Jalen and Shai, they can play small, and I don't consider Chet a small guy, but a slender guy. But then when they play against big teams, you can bring Hartenstein in. This team is the clear favorite to win the West easily right now, because there's nobody. What now?
Wow.
Easily. Easily. Go well. I told you, my sons, they can't get healthy. The wild card is Memphis.
100%.
The Lakers stink. The Warriors are mediocre. But this team is the best in the West by far.
Houston?
Houston's too young. They're not ready for the deep water
but playing well.
By the way, Emmitt's doing a fantastic job, but they're not ready for the big boy pool yet.
By the way, 22-4 points off turnovers in the Thunder's favor in the first half. American Express teammates, let's take a look at it from the first 24 minutes in a 57-54 game. And, hey, how about this for Luka? 2 points in the first half on 1 of 7. Hey, and you're only down 3 points in this game. How about SGA?
You know, one thing that all great players have in common is they play at their own pace. You know, you can never speed up a Michael Jordan, definitely never speed up a Kobe or D-Wade, and you're not going to speed this guy up. Right here, he just takes his time, he reads the defense, 1 or 2 extra dribbles and makes a strong move, but you know, he's not the fastest guy. Well, I don't even know if he's fast. I just know he loves to play at his own pace right here.
Get off me, little man.
A high percentage shot, that little bump right here. And he has a lot of poise right here, and he's going to look at the clock, still playing at his pace. I'm not going to rush. I got 15 seconds left. I'm going to get to my spot, do what I do. Don't really shoot a lot of threes. Gets a lot of point close to the paint, but I love that this guy plays at his own pace, and you're never going to speed him up.
6 out of 12, 2 out of 4 from deep, 18 points in the first half. Let's expand the view to the entire backcourt for OKC.
Well, I'm going to figure if I can expand it. Can I go back there? Is the thing actually
it has been repaired?
I don't believe that it's repaired.
It is.
Like, I don't want to be running back here.
It is repaired.
The thing doesn't racing to the board when guys are just running into it, messing up technology.
Yeah, whatever.
And handing you your first loss of the season.
No, it costs us $300,000 to fix it during the.
That's all right. We ain't broke.
Well, okay, we're not broke. Okay, but I'll tell you right now, here's Williams. What I love about the guards, freeze it here, they will make sure before they shoot a 3 that they get a paint touch. That is much different from most teams in the NBA. You have guys that will never have their feet touch the paint, but OKC is like, no. Our guards, that's Shai and Williams, both of these guys will make sure that they touch the paint on most possessions. Again, freeze it here. I'm going to get in the paint this time. I'm going to finish because you stayed home in the corner because I just hit him for a 3. Now I'll finish. And this is the difference between OKC and all those 101 three-point shooting teams. But again, Shai Alexander, freeze it here. He's like, I'm going to get a paint touch. I'm not coming to the line. Look at over here. Look at Ernie's son, Caruso, running into the lane. They are getting paint touches, and that is the difference in what makes them much better. They don't just come down and like, oh, we're going to shoot 3 after 3 after 3, and no one touches the paint. And now that is a recipe for losing unless your name is Klay Thompson, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. When you have those three guys on one team, you can stay out perimeter. No one else in the world has had those three guys, and most teams should be touching the paint much more.
OKC has put up a bunch of threes in the first half. They shoot about 39-40 a game. They've shot 31 threes in the first half, 11 for 31, and Dallas 7 out of 18. But again, Luka doing nothing in the first half, and Dallas just down 3. This is what happened earlier. What Kenny was referencing is the board fixed. It was until Shaq won his race to the board over the Jet and broke the board in the process. Somewhat like that.
That's a hit.
But ours was fixable. That's the deal. We'll be back.
The American Express Halftime Report is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express.
Ball. Oh, no. We welcome you back.
There you go, Stephen A.
Put it out there for, Stephen A. is going to be with us in Vegas for a segment in our pregame show. Who's going to shoot against Stephen A. Smith? I'll give the Jet a chance in a free throw contest. Queen's in the building. I'm beating Chuck. Shaq, why are you even talking? No chance.
Hey.
And, hey, right back at you, Stephen A. I appreciate you.
Stephen A.
Wait, give me a chance.
Come on. Smack him, Stephen A. Smack him, Stephen A.
Yeah, Kenny, gonna give you a chance. What you gonna do?
Smack him, Stephen A.
You got to accept the challenge, Jet.
I'll shoot it left hand and beat him.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I like that one.
Deal. And if you beat him, then I'll do it.
I'll beat him left hand.
Welcome back for the quickest segment in the history of Inside the NBA. TNT Sports is collaborating with NBA 2K and Genius Sports to bring you the NBA 2K25 Datacast. It's an immersive broadcast experience featuring 2K shot meter, badges, locker codes, and more. Watch the NBA 2K25 Datacast Wednesday night on True TV and Max. Coverage starts at 9:30 Eastern Time. That's all we have in that segment. Coming back to wrap things up in just a second.